let's talk about the next evolution in activated skincare. This product will be launching officially on November the 2nd. If you're a consultant with LifeVantage, you can actually log into your back office and you can order this product today. You don't have to wait. But if you're a customer or you're somebody looking at this for the first time, you will be able to place your order and get your hands on True Renew, which by the time we're finished here, trust me, you're going to want to, on November the 2nd, okay? And we'll go through the details of that a little bit at the end as well. So let's talk about what's interesting about True Renew, what's really important for you to know. Well, the product is actually delivering results that would be the equivalent of you using 11 different products in one. What that means for you is it's delivering a massive amount of results that is costing you less money, and you're putting less product on your skin. We have seen visible improvements in firmness, lift, tightness, smoothing, tone, fine lines, complexion, hydration, the bounce and plumpness and radiance of skin from the True Renew. What I was very impressed by when I looked at the little box, it comes in a beautiful little box, but on the back, it clearly says, visibly lifts, firms, and smooths skin for renewed confidence. Now, guys, for somebody to write that on the back clearly of their packaging is very brave. And I will admit to you, when I first heard about this product with many years in the skincare industry, as a person that delivered treatments, as somebody who trained other therapists and was a rep and a brand representative for numerous skincare and machine companies, equipment companies that delivered treatments to skin, I was skeptical because most skincare talks a good game, costs quite a bit, but under delivers when it comes to results. So I was very, very, very skeptical. And I have to tell you, I am beyond excited now I've actually seen that what they're saying, as with all of LifeVantage products, is actually real. So first thing is, it's the equivalent of using 11 different anti-aging products in one. It is an anti-aging product. The focus is on lift and firm and smoothing out the skin's complexion. So one of the most effective treatments out there, and I worked for the International Institute of Anti-Aging, which has the most popular, in the UK at least, vitamin A or retinol-based product line. And the thing with retinol is it's very effective, but it's very harsh and it's quite difficult for everybody to be able to use. So in that particular company, you would have 4 creams. And to enable you to get to the top level cream, you would have to start at the bottom, use up that cream in full, then go on to the second one, then go on to the third one, then go on to the fourth one to step you up very gently and avoid having a massive inflammatory, red, itchy, allergic type reaction. Once you got to that top level, you could then go onto the retinol, and you had to go retinol 1, retinol 2, retinol 3. And if you got to that level, and not everybody was able to, if I was to do that and wear a sweater like this for one evening, my whole neck would have red plaques of dry, itchy, irritated skin the next day. Retinol irritates and swells the surface of the skin. It also means that you have to be very careful in the sun because it increases your skin's oh God, the word won't come to me. It increases your, oh, I just lost it. Anyway, it increases your skin's exposure to free radicals and to ultraviolet radiation and more aging and problems with pigmentation. So it's not for everybody, even though it's effective. Now, the thing about True Renew is it has results that are 4 times better than the retinol that you can get on the market. And I'm not talking about the retinol that you get in number 17, which is 130 pounds and is very, very, very low level. I'm talking about the really strong therapeutic level retinol. It's able to deliver the results that you would expect from that. But the amazing thing in it is it does it with none of the harsh side effects that are associated with it. So that is talking point number 2. Number 1, 11 products in one. Number 2, more effective than the most effective retinol on the market without the side effects. Number 3 is that it is able to reorganize your collagen structure in your skin. And if you want to lift or firm the appearance of your skin, this is vitally important. And we'll talk about how it does that here in just a moment. But let's first talk about the major concerns when it comes to the aging of your skin. The first one is cellular turnover, the speed in what it takes for a new cell to move from the bottom of your skin all the way up to the top and desquamate and end up in the dust in your house somewhere. The rate that it takes for it to be a new cell to work its way up through the skin and leave your skin. It takes, as a young child, about 14 days for it to do that. As you get into your 40s, that time is doubled, meaning that your repair and your restructuring of your skin takes twice as long. By the time you get to 60, it's doubled again. This means that the structure of the skin, the ability to, the luminosity, the hydration, the appearance of your skin becomes duller, less vibrant, less luminous, as it holds on to a lot of more older skin cells rather than replenishing new ones all the time. It also means that it takes longer for the skin to heal and repair and rejuvenate itself as well. Most treatments that you use for aging, what they do is they damage the skin in order to trick your skin into repairing itself. So if you think of a chemical peel or a microdermabrasion treatment or anything like that, vampire treatments, although that's got another element to it, ultimately what you're doing is you're damaging the skin's integrity in order for it to repair and renew itself. And that's one of the reasons why. Another important aspect of the aging skin is hyaluronic acid content. Hyaluronic acid is found in joints, but it's found in a massive abundance in the collagen in your skin. And it is like a vacuum for water, for moisture, for hydration. And it's what keeps your skin really plump. Excuse me, I do have a tickly cough, so I am going to have to take a couple of drink breaks as we go. So the hyaluronic acid content, as you can see, is in its peak in your late teens, early 20s. And actually, even young babies have a massive amount of hyaluronic acid. You'll see their cheeks are really chunky and squishy, and their little legs are really chunky and squishy, and that's because their collagen is packed with hyaluronic acid, basically. As the survival gene, which a lot of you that are consultants or already use Panton NRF2 will know, as the survival gene starts to downregulate in early 20s when you're a fully grown adult, your hyaluronic acid content tends to decline drastically. It really declines massively for people that have a lot of exposure to ultraviolet radiation, especially if you're of a Caucasian skin type. And it also is massively increased through the menopause. Now, if you have a lot of sun exposure and the menopause, then you've got a double whammy. And that's why you spend years in the sun when you're younger, and then all of a sudden you get to late 40s, and that all of a sudden the sun exposure shows up like tenfold, and that's why. So hyaluronic acid decline causes less plumpness, less filling. That's where the lines start to appear because they're not being plumped out by that hyaluronic acid in your collagen. And then the other major one is collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid decline. If you think of your collagen, it's like the mattress in your skin. You know, when you have a mattress on your bed and it's brand new, it's springy, it's got lots of give, and then over 10 years, it starts to have little lumps and bumps and maybe even springs stick out in the olden days, because the integrity of the springs and the structure of the mattress starts to give way. Well, the collagen in your skin is very similar. So if you look in this picture on the left, you'll see that this is your skin. So the purple layer here that runs across, that is the bottom layer of your skin. All of this is different layers of skin cells working their way from the bottom to the top. Underneath that, you have all of the blood vessels, your nerve endings, and you also have hyaluronic acid, collagen, and elastin, which is the support to keep your skin in place of where it should be. At 35 years old, you have a really good cross-section of collagen. Collagen is like a weave structure that holds your skin in good place. Elastin is the scaffolding that holds that collagen up. And the hyaluronic acid plumps the collagen out and keeps it lovely and full, filling out wrinkles and lines. At 35 years old, you'll see that the cross structure of the collagen is starting to break down. There's a lot less hyaluronic acid, and even the elastin, the scaffolding holding it all together, is starting to break down. At 55, you'll see that it's degraded even further, and this is the result that you start to see these fine lines and wrinkles really start to appear in your skin. And if you look at the bottom here, it shows you from the age of about 35, your collagen levels drop dramatically. And also that really is accelerated by the hormonal changes during menopause. So the exciting thing is, we're going to talk about True Renew here in just a second and how it works. But all of these products, so the True Science, the collagen, the Pretendum, and now True Renew, are collagen amplifiers. They provide vital support to your skin, and True Renew becomes the perfect addition to collagen, to Pretendum, but also the True Science skincare system. And guys, if you're using these products together, I don't even want to think about the results you're going to get, because I'm using 3 of them. I'm not even using the collagen, but I can't even imagine starting to use the collagen in conjunction with True Renew based upon what I've seen already. So let's talk about the 5 things that all of our products have to live up to, okay? They have to be nutrigenomically active, meaning that we found a natural extract of a plant that we know can scientifically activate a genetic process within your body or in your skin. They have to be proven with science. They have to demonstrate physical or visible results. They have to be delightful and easy and simple and clean to use, and they have to be used daily. Those are our 5 criteria for any product that we use in LifeVantage. So let's look at how True Renew is nutrigenomically active. The first real active ingredient is cranberry biopeptides. And the great thing about this extract is it's a byproduct of the cranberry processing already. So for those of you who've never seen cranberries being harvested, this is how they harvest cranberries. They flood the fields and then they bunch them up and they suck them out and take them off to be processed. So we're not creating any extra waste for the environment by using the peptides because they're a part of the cranberry process that isn't used through the major use of juice, for example. They're molecularly diverse and they have the ability to penetrate the epidermis. So if we go back and we look here, this is the epidermis. These 5 layers here above the purple line, this is your epidermis. This white line at the bottom is your epidermis dermal junction, meaning where the epidermis, the surface of your skin that you can see, meets the underneath where you've got blood and circulation and nerves. And if you cut yourself, you've gone through the epidermis, basically. So these ingredients are able to penetrate all the way through the ceramides of the epidermis. They're able to penetrate through the epidermal dermal barrier, and they're able to penetrate into the epidermis where your collagen, your elastin, your hyaluronic acid, and all of that really important stuff lives. This enables it to be able to act on several different biological processes. So several different cellular activities are able to be activated by the cranberry biopeptides. And that is how we're able to get the results of 11 different products in one single pot. Whoops. 2 other ingredients, and one of the major results that I've personally seen so far in just 2 weeks of using it is hydration, massive hydration to the skin, plumping out the surface of the skin. And that is created by the use of a wild pansy and a complex concentrate of algae. It's using brown algae and red algae, and together they're maximized together to create a massive hydrating result in the skin. And you will be able to feel the difference on day 1 in the hydration. I know a couple of consultants who just received theirs yesterday and the day before. One of them said they went into work today and everybody said, "Oh my gosh, you look really fresh." And the other person messaged me and said, "Oh my gosh, this is day 1 and I cannot stop touching my skin." And it's true. I'll show you my 2-day results here in a second. One of the other really important ingredients is shrubbery everlasting. Please do not ask me to pronounce the real or the Latin name because it's not going to happen. This is what's really exciting about True Renew. So as we talked about, your collagen is the structure, the mattress that holds your structure of your skin up. Well, that cross structure of your collagen looks like a weave, a web. And in order for that web to stay in place, there are little protein pegs called periostins that hold the cross section and the junctions of these fibers together. Okay? As you get older, you start to see a reduced amount of periostin. You start to see less production. So the production of them really slows down. And they start to degrade and become weaker, less effective. And this causes a disorganization of the collagen structure, leading to those little dips and lines that you start to see in your skin. And so what's really exciting about shrubbery everlasting is that it is able to enhance periostin synthesis and be able to organize collagen structure better in your skin. So if you're using the liquid collagen, I know if you're in Europe, it's not here yet, but just be patient. So if you're using that on the inside and this on the outside, you are really going to maximize collagen support in your skin. So we're able to enhance the periostin synthesis, so the production of new active periostin, and that helps us organize and restructure the collagen in your skin. Wow! If your brain isn't blown by that, you're on the wrong call, because I was like, that's amazing if it works. So the third one is it has to be, or the second one is it has to be proven. So let's look at how we prove the results of True Renew. So in a clinical study, there was 11 clinical proven benefits. And in just 3 weeks, guys, subjects experienced significant visible improvements. And put in the chat or the comments, if you're in my LifeVantage story, which one of these you would like to see the most. Smoothness, tone, radiance, complexion, firmness, lift. By the way, firmness and lift is very hard to produce through a cream. Tightness, lines, hydration, bounce, and plumpness. These were the actual findings from that study. The light blue is after 3 weeks. The dark blue is the results after 6 weeks. So you'll see that after 3 weeks, there was a massive increase in smoothness, tone, radiance, complexion, all of these things that we just mentioned. But after 6 weeks, meaning that it has an ongoing compounding effect, that the results were much bigger. So if you look at radiance, and I'm not surprised because I see the radiance already, tone, smoothness, firmness, 30% increase, lift, 25% increase. That is huge. And a 35% increase in tightness. How many of you would like tighter skin like you had when you were 25? And a reduction in fine lines. So guys, we're not just saying this, we've come across it, we've formulated it, we've tested that it actually does what it says it does. And the other thing about our products is they have to be demonstrable. So with our internal products, like the genetic activators that improve your health and wellness, we want people to be able to physically feel a difference. In our topical products, we want them to deliver visible results. And so with the True Renew, you are going to feel the difference of using this product on day 1. I was very skeptical, but it's true. You're going to see this is a huge statement, guys. You're going to see a sculpted, toned, and lifted effect in as little as 3 weeks. Sculpted, toned, and lifted in as little as 3 weeks. So here are some of the clinical trial before and afters, and then I'll show you some of my very amateur ones. So this is the before, obviously on the left. This is after 6 weeks of using True Renew every single day, day and night. And I'm sure you'll see there's a marked improvement in these Mariette lines on the corner of the mouth here. Drop me a 1 in the comments if you're impressed, because I was. This one, when you first look at it, people will think, well, I don't really see much of a difference here. But look at the jawline. Look at the increased definition in the jaw after 6 weeks. There is no jawline practically here on the left-hand side. And after just 6 weeks, she's really starting to lift and sculpt. That will be, my thoughts will be, that will be the periostin starting to really grab a hold of the collagen and start to support it better. No judgment on these pictures, please. They're very raw. They're very naked, no filters. So this is me after 2 days. This was the day that I got my hands on True Renew for the first time. I took a before picture in the morning, in front of the mirror, in daylight, with no makeup. And this was after just 2 days. Now, most of you won't be able to see a difference. I can see a massive difference in the radiance and the brightness and the hydration in my skin. So there's not much difference with lines, but we're not claiming there will be. But there's definitely a difference in the radiance of my skin. There's no extra lighting used, no filters. We wanted to be as honest as we could with the results that we were getting. This is my 1 week result. And I found that if you look here, do you remember what I was talking about, the collagen network being like a woven network of fibers? You can see here that that network of fibers is starting to break down slightly. That will be a little bit to do with hydration, but that is to do with structural support under the skin. And you can see here already, those have already got better after just 1 week. The complexion looks better. The reflection of the light is better, meaning that the surface of the skin is tighter and more organized. And I think it just looks brighter in general. But this blew me away. This should say 2 weeks, by the way. I forgot to edit that, that slide. This one was this Monday. This is 2 weeks in. And I have to tell you guys, I really, really, really was not expecting this. But now I've seen it, I'm very excited, and I'm going to be telling the whole world about it, because I have never in my life used anything. I kept looking in the mirror and thinking, yeah, it's doing something, it's doing something. And I kept getting up in the morning, looking in the mirror, feeling a bit tired, but looking a lot different to how I felt, because my skin just looked bright and luminous and no darkness under my eyes. Here, I'm definitely seeing a massive improvement in hydration, a massive improvement in the radiance and the smoothness and the texture of the surface of the skin. I think the circulation of the skin looks good. It's, again, same thing, no makeup, no filters, stood exactly the same time of day in the exact same window with the exact same daylight. But I also am now really starting to see a lift and a plumpness in the skin. I think the above the eyelids is starting to look a little bit more refined and lifted, mildly. And I think this area is just starting to really refill, which is very exciting. You tell me in the comments what you see there, but I am pretty blown away by the results that I'm seeing here, honestly. Yeah, excuse the hairs on my neck. So I do have a few, but I did tell you they're raw pictures and don't judge. So this is my neck. This is not 1 week, this is 2 weeks. So this was the 2 week after. And again, you'll see that the line across the neck is a lot lighter, and these bits here where the collagen is a little bit compromised and getting a bit goosey is lifted. There's definitely a lift and a more pinchability in the elastin in the skin of that neck. So yeah, I am super, super excited. Another mark of our products is they must be delightful. And what we mean by that is they have to be attractive. People must want to use them. They're not going to make people allergic, irritated. I have the most sensitive, reactive, irritated skin you've ever come across. I had actually rosacea for many years. True Science and NRF2 fixed it, although I'm not legally allowed to say that. It did. But it's improved over the years massively, and I don't get much of it. But if I use the wrong thing or anything, pretty much, it will come back very quickly. I can't use sunscreen, or when I go on holiday, I have to use a hat because just my skin will be red raw. It's got better over the years, but it used to be horrendous. I have had absolutely nothing in terms of an uncomfortable feeling, it being irritating. And also our products are clean. People are really looking now for clean products without chemicals and things that toxins that they don't need to be putting in their body, when there's so many that we really can't really avoid going into our bodies as it is. So they're clean, they're beautiful to use. It's not heavily fragranced. The only fragrance is from the natural ingredients in it. There is no fragrance added to it. And the last one is it's daily. So one of the big things that people want to know, is, well, how is it priced? And I have to tell you, I think it's very reasonably priced. It does depend on what you're already using. But if you put this in comparison, you would be looking at, you know, your top Environ cream, your top Estee Lauder cream, your top most expensive Clarins, Elemis, you know, $100. You know, retinol cream from number 17 is 130, I think somebody was telling me. So this is a price chart for all of our different markets, because I know in the LifeVantage story group, there's going to be people from all different countries, and there's already different countries on this call as well. So there will be a subscription price, and there's also the retail price. The most affordable way is always through subscription. Get with the person who invited you to the presentation, or your consultant that normally helps you with your LifeVantage products, and they will show you how to get it at the best price possible. But we have some ways that we are using some promotions to help us launch True Renew. Because we know how amazing the product is. All right, they've been telling me this, but I wasn't believing them, but I do now. Because we know now how amazing the product is, what we want to do is we want to get it in as many hands and on as many faces as physically possible. Because what we know is once people start using it, they're not going to want to stop, and they are going to tell everybody they know that they should be using it too. So if you're an existing consultant with LifeVantage, because I know there's lots of you on the call as well, if you have an active subscription of 150 volume through the month of October, November, December, LifeVantage is going to send you a free pot of True Renew with your order. So that's if you're a consultant. If you're a new consultant that just enrolls with us in October, you are going to get a brand new pot of True Renew with your starter pack, free of charge. And if you're a customer, whether you've never used our products before, or you're using True Renew for the first time. One second, guys. Glad I had a drink to hand. Then if you actually purchase the True Science skincare system in the month of November, you will actually get 40% off a full size of True Renew. Now, you can just order True Renew on its own and put it into your existing system. No problem at all. You can 100% do that. What I would do is cleanse your skin first and apply it directly to the skin before anything else. Be generous with it. It's designed to be a 1-month intensive treatment. So you would put it all over the face, the neck, everywhere. It's a cross between a gel and a cream. So I actually also put it all over the top and the bottom lids of my eyes, and I put it all over the full lip area as well. I make sure I put lots on the areas that I really want to see a result. And so you can use it with your existing regime, 100%. If you want to double the effects, our True Science skincare system is proven to upregulate 70 genes in your skin. So 70 different genes that as you get older, they're down-regulating. So the collagen, the elastin, the hyaluronic acid, the catalase, the superoxide dismutase, all those things that are important that are going into decline. It's already proven to upregulate them and many more. Combine that with the effects of True Renew, and you're really going to get some results. I will say I've been using my True Renew in combination with the True Science anti-aging cream and the cleanser. So that you can use, I put sometimes the eye serum over the top of it, and then some days I'll put the perfecting lotion in with it. But if you buy the system, which is reduced as a pack, you also get 40% off the True Renew as well. But the distributor that invited you to the call will help you. Now, that is available from November 2nd. And this is only while stocks last, by the way. All of those promotions are while stocks last. When we launched Collagen in the US, it sold out completely. And this is a global launch. We're launching this in every single market that we're available in, which is 22 countries. So I think yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. The last thing that I want to say to you is I'll open it up. So if there's any questions, you guys can go in the chat and I will answer those. And then the other thing I was going to say is, guys, if you're not already a LifeVantage consultant, I have to say this, we are currently looking for people who could get passionate about what we're talking about here this evening. Maybe you already have an existing clientele for these products, or, you know, you've already been using some of our other products. Get with whoever invited you. If you're in Europe, I'm hosting a call next Wednesday that shows you how you get paid as a LifeVantage distributor. With a lot of exciting things coming up. We've got an event in Birmingham in November with the US corporate team coming over to train all of the next generation LifeVantage distributors and consultants in what's next and how to launch all the new things that are coming in the start of the new year. So that's a conversation if you want to have with the person who you normally talk to about LifeVantage, you can do that as well. So what questions do we have? If anything, have